I'm on like probably 16 vitamins now.
I can match you. I can match you to my 12.
Okay. I got a whole list of stuff that I will not miss. I have to take. I'm religious about it. I have studied all the different things that I'm taking that are right for my body within an inch of my life. I believe in every single one of them, and I will not miss it, no matter what. That's been really important. I still, work out pretty, religiously, and now it's very much for optimum good health. Like I don't want to fall down and like break a hip because as we know, that could be the beginning of the end. So keeping my lean muscle mass on is important. I started taking testosterone, which I never thought ignorantly, I thought, I'm not trying to grow hair on my chest. Like,
Do you notice a difference with it?
I do.
Me too.
My libido's back.
Yeah, I know.
And I have more energy.
I found it again. I found my libido.
Right? Isn't it good when you find that
it's
again?
It's really good. It was MIA for a little while.
But I eat differently now. Yeah. I used to be keto because that's how I manage my diabetes. And now I've learned at this stage of life, I need a little carbs. I need that for energy because my energy levels are different. And I manage my sugar, by cutting out other things. But there are little adjustments that I've had to make along the way as I've really understood what's happening in my body. Because, we all have different bodies and go through it differently.
Yeah, I think with so many symptoms, when women hear 34, it's one thing. When they hear now, we've talked about it, over 100 symptoms, it's shocking, but not so shocking. Because when you look at what estrogen does at all different areas, from your eyes to your mouth, your ears, I mean, it's just, it's unbelievable. And women felt like they were losing it, not realizing it was all that.
I went to see my eye doctor and I couldn't see. I was seeing these white sort of flashes through. And I went to him and I said, what is this? And he looked at me and he said,
oh no,
I don't want to say it. I said, what? Say it. He said, I can't. I said, say it. He said, I can't. I said, menopause, right?
Oh.
He said, yes, I think it's because of, what are you in the peri now? I think it's because of that. And I said, why can't you say that? And he said, I can't say that. Look at you. I can't tell you you're in menopause. And I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I said, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah. If our healthcare practitioners can't say the words to us, how can they treat us?
No, isn't that stunning though? That's stunning.
Because what he told me was
Do you think it was going to insult you?
Yes. Oh. He's worried about it. I'm like, you should be worried about me going blind and my ducts drying up. Than insulting me. Like, get over insulting me. Save my eyes, doctor.
Please. And what was that? Was it lack of estrogen?
Yes.
What was it? Really? I didn't know that.
Lack of estrogen. The glands that are under all of our eyes here start to dry up because we get dry eyes, dry mouth, dry vagina, right? So they start to dry up. The problem is once those glands dry up, you don't get them back.
Okay.
And you have major problems for the rest of your life with dry eyes and all the complications that causes. And so luckily, he found the courage to tell me about this just in the nick of time. But I still had to get like an $8,000 treatment of like LipiFlow and radio frequency that insurance does not cover. But that's what I was facing because nobody dared to have the conversation with me and warn me that this would be happening and put me on some other kind of maintenance and care plan before that happened. And I was, again, furious. Yes. And I didn't blame my doctor because he is afraid because it's such a stigma. He doesn't want to talk about this with his patients. So all of these things that happened, Tamsen, just let me know I am on the right path to getting people to talk about this. And this is something I have to do. So it's not even a want. It's I have to do this.
There's no choice. You're spearheading a conversation that is long overdue and needs to be had.
Yes, we have to have it. And all of us have to have it. You're spearheading one as well. We all have to have it. We're in this together.
I see you working on Instagram all the time. What are you doing? Because we need to know that.
Tamsen, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. What I have learned now that I've gotten down the path of life, that I have to do things differently. I used to do a lot of cardio, right? Now I do no cardio. I'm trying to put muscle mass on. So I lift weights now. And I never used to lift weights before. I only did my own body weight and cardio and cycling and running. Now I just do pretty much boring, what I find boring, but it's necessary for this stage of life. Really just heavier weights than I've ever lifted. And I do it probably 2 days more a week than I used to.
Wow. That's great though, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it funny that we avoided the the weight room for a long time. Like I didn't even think about it. It was
neither.
like where the guys were in there sweating.
And because I never wanted to get like muscly.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to just stay healthy. Yeah. I was doing it to manage my diabetes, but I didn't want to be muscly. And now I'm lifting heavy weights and I'm still not getting muscly. I'm just kind of holding on to the muscle I have and that's important at this age of
so important.
life. So important that we do that.
To protect the bones.